Hello and welcome to Stumps and Wheels. This is your host Anjali Jha. There was a discussion a few days ago about the T20s being unpredictable like never before. This World Cup especially is a roller coaster. Every game has its own way of changing emotions and it is extremely difficult to decide which team will finally make it to the Super 12. Group A is having its own journey. The group had one of the biggest turnarounds of the tournament on the first itself. Namibia beat Sri Lanka by such a massive margin that set the tone for the World Cup. That it will be an interesting ride and we should brace ourselves for it. Earlier it was assumed that Sri Lanka will easily qualify for the Super 12 because in the Asia Cup they were the champions and they had beaten Pakistan and India on their way to the tournament title. But cricket gods had something else written for them and it was not in the best of their favor. Now they are on the edge to lose it all and go home. Let's see who in the Group A can actually qualify for Super 12s given every scenario that we can think of. No worries for Namibia. The luckiest team of the lot, Namibia is positioned to make the Super 12s despite Tuesday's defeat to the Netherlands. Their NRR of 1.277 is by far the highest in the group and they just need to defeat the UAE to advance. The odds of that happening is actually very likely. Namibia will definitely benefit from knowing the equations in advance because they are the team to go last to play. Even if Namibia loses to UAE, they may still advance to Super 12s, but only if Sri Lanka also loses to the Netherlands. In the event that the Netherlands defeats Sri Lanka by the slimmest of margins, Namibia can afford to lose by 27 runs. No sleep for Netherlands. With 2 victories in a row, the Netherlands is presently in first place in Group A, but a loss to Sri Lanka on Thursday might end their season. If Sri Lanka and Namibia win, even after having 4 points, their NRR of 0.149 is the lowest amongst the teams that would have 4 points. They will then be placed in the 3rd position and still will not qualify. The Netherlands must beat Sri Lanka. The chances of that happening are also slightly odd. Thus, they should actually hope that Namibia loses to UAE if they lose against Sri Lanka. If one of the 2 games on Thursday is postponed, they will move to the Super 12. The curious case of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was anticipated to easily join the Super 12s. However, their campaign was derailed with a defeat to Namibia by 55 runs in the tournament opener. The 2014 winners though bounced back with a 79-run victory over UAE to raise their net run rate. Now there is this just one straightforward requirement. There are no ifs and buts about it. They must defeat the Netherlands. If they do, they would want to do it with a high net run rate. Their high NRR will mean that the outcome of Namibia versus the UAE is irrelevant to them. In contrast, a loss would force Sri Lanka to rely on UAE, who would then need to overcome Namibia by a margin of 28 runs greater than their margin of defeat against the Netherlands. If the last 2 games of Group A are a tie, Sri Lanka will not advance in the next round. Hopeless UAE will need a miracle. UAE has lost both of its games, but they're still in the running to make the Super 12. However, they are now in a situation where they would require a small miracle after their 79-run loss to Sri Lanka on Tuesday. To surpass their NRR, they must defeat Namibia by at least 66 runs. And they must also hope that Sri Lanka loses to the Netherlands by roughly 40 runs. The greater the UAE must win by, the lower Sri Lanka's loss margin must be. UAE will be eliminated from the race if Sri Lanka scores in the Netherlands encounter. Coming to the conclusion, it seems like Sri Lanka and Namibia are the teams who would make it to the Super 12s. This is only a conventional guess. Netherlands may beat Sri Lanka and that would simply send them to the finals. There is also a UAE miracle, but we are definitely diminishing those odds. Also, in the event that both of the matches on Tuesday are forfeited, Namibia and the Netherlands will advance to the Super 12. This is our analysis of who will be going in the Super 12s. What do you think about it? Who do you think will advance to the next level? Let us know by commenting down below. If you liked watching this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Stumps and Wheels and follow all our social medias which would be linked in the description box down below and you can get the latest updates there. Till then, take care.